Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but...
Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I'm Charlene Chamberlain, and I'm here with a gang from Soul Records. We're so honored to have you on our show this morning.
Thank you.
I'm here with Dru Zak, who has a new CD coming out. Ricky Style, who is actually the lyricist, composer, producer of Dru's new CD. And Robert Erskine Johnson, or
Robert,
otherwise known as...
Some people call me Erskine.
Erskine.
And we have Soul Records, Soul LLC, which was formerly one of Motown's labels. Soul Records, actually Barry Gordy had initially started Soul Records in '64.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But he let it go, so I obtained it. Soul Records, before we recorded Dru Zak on Soul Records. Soul Records recorded Junior Walker and All Stars.
Gladys Knight,
yeah,
Jimmy
Gladys
Ruffin.
Knight, yes, Jimmy Ruffin. What Becomes of the Broken Hearted.
Great song.
Gladys Knight, Midnight Train to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Junior Walker and the All Stars recorded Shotgun and
that's a great
Road
song.
Runner.
Edwin Starr, I think.
Edwin
was on
Starr
that
was
label,
on there.
right?
He did 25 Miles to Go.
The Temps.
No, the Temps didn't record on Soul.
Was Cloud 9?
Well, Cloud 9 was on there, but Gladys Knight and the Pips recorded Cloud
Okay.
9 on Soul
Right.
Records. Shorty Long, he was on Soul Records. He did a record called Here Come the Judge.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, which was a very
novelty
good record. Yes.
Yeah.
Earl Van Dyke and the Motown Brass, which was actually later was part of the Funk Brothers. That was on
Mm-hmm.
Soul Records. Barbara Randolph, she recorded on Soul Records.
Mm-hmm.
The list goes on. Of course, the originals, they were on Soul Records. They had a hit record called, Marvin Gaye, as a matter of fact, Marvin Gaye and Anna Gordy, which was Barry's sister,
Right.
they had written a record called
I'm For Real?
Baby, I'm For Real,
I'm For Real,
yes.
yeah.
And Marvin Gaye produced that on Soul Records.
Right.
And they also had Never Hear the Bells, that was also on Soul
one.
Records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had a great list of writers. That's true. I got a great writer here, Ricky Style.
I know,
He's
we're going to talk to
excellent
him in a minute.
writer, and my singer here, Dru Zak. He's unbelievable.
Oh, you have a good How did you even know that the label was available or the trademark for Soul Records was available?
Well, my degree is in law.
Okay.
I noticed there was a few labels available. Chess Records was available,
Chess.
but David Geffen obtained Chess
Mm-hmm.
Records. I believe Stax Records may even still be available, but my main interest, believe it or not, one day sitting in church, the Lord told me to get soul.
Get some soul.
So,
And you did.
yes, indeed. And so when I found out Soul Records was available, I went ahead and made the application for it, had it published in the Gazette and so on and so
Right.
forth, and even reached out to Hitsville,
Yes.
the whole Soul Records in Motown, which was on Grand Boulevard in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Frank Badami, he's the filmmaker, and if we could possibly get a documentary put together about Soul Records and the artists that used to be on Soul, and then the new artists that we're recording now.
Right.
And we're revising Soul, we're bringing it back to life.
And you are recording or looking for artists to follow in that sound?
Yes. We have some little different sounds, but basically, we're trying to keep it basically along the same line as Barry initially started. When you hear Dru Zak, you have an idea of what we're doing, but we also, I think I'm engulfing, country music as well, not just be as versatile as possible. Because it's nothing like the soul. Soul never dies. Your soul lives on forever.
It's always there.
And to me, Soul Records, people call Motown, but I think Soul Records was the backbone of Motown because that's what everybody related to with soul. You even got Aretha Franklin, who wasn't even on Soul label, but they call her the Queen of Soul.
That's right.
Godfather of Soul was James Brown. We got the King of Pop and Soul right here, Dru Zak.
And then there was that show Soul Train.
Yeah, Soul
Right?
Train. came and got Gamble and Huff to do the music for Soul Train.
That's right.
And it's called TSOP, the Sound of Philadelphia. Yes, absolutely.
By MFSB.
Yeah, MFSB
Yes.
Orchestra.
You're right.
You know, but you know, we're going to surpass all that. You know, we're going to bring soul records back to life, and the entertainment that existed that doesn't really exist now, the classic singers and the classic writers that exist now. We're having a staff that'll be exactly second to none. You hate to be bragging on these guys, but they are second to none. You know, I just had someone, Quincy Jones's neighbor, just called me, said they got a new artist. You know, Quincy might be mad about this, but they didn't go to his house. They called me.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with Dru Zak, and he's going to sing one of his new songs for us. So stay tuned.
People Inc. offers safe, maintenance-free apartments across Western New York. The affordable rent is income-based. For more information, call People Inc. Senior Living at 817-9090.
Looking for a cooking oil with a light flavor and reduced absorption so food preserves its natural flavor? One with a high smoke point for stir-frying, sautéing, grilling, and baking? Then choose all-natural Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil, imported from France. For years. Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is the chef's choice for high heat cooking, grilling, stir-frying, sautéing, or even deep frying. And Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is great for baking too, because its delicate taste does not overwhelm the flavor of cakes, cookies, and other favorite recipes. A key traditional ingredient of the Mediterranean, grapeseed oil is a rich source of vitamin E antioxidant and naturally gluten-free. Buy imported Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil today and find great recipes at Pompeian.com.
Wait, don't let this happen to you. At Jan Fence, we're family owned and operated for over 50 years, providing a wide choice of fencing. Why wait online at the big box store? Just call Jan Fence. Ask about our Easy Fence to Go products by Active Yards, the first truly do-it-yourself fence product.
At Jan Fence, we always do what we say. Come see us today.
Step into an extraordinary world that will excite your senses. Experience our delectable Mughlai cuisine and the magic of tandoori savoir-faire. Let our international award-winning team delight you with a taste of heaven. Enjoy our mouth-watering flavors and our unique flair for excellence. Savor the elegance of fine dining and catering. Shazam Restaurant. Indulge your taste buds.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Hi, this is Charlene Chamberlain. Welcome back to Morning Coffee. We're sitting here visiting with the members of the brand new Soul label, which really isn't a new label. It's an old label. It's being totally revamped and revived, but still keeping true to its original heartbeat of what it was way back when Barry Gordy had it. Dru Zak is the first recording artist on the label, and he's here to grace us with one of his new songs. Who is she?
Yes.
Who is she? Dru's 23-year-old Philadelphia resident, and his vocal influences are Billy Paul, The Temptations. Who else did you tell me? James Brown, Stevie Wonder, the Delphonics,
Yes.
Usher. So you like the old school stuff and some of the updated contemporary
I love
music
a little
today
bit of
too.
everything.
That's good. We love it too. So if our producer can cue up Who Is She?
Yes.
I'm going to let you take it away.
I do believe that I have fallen for her. The night I met her, it was all just a blur. The neighbors say that we have made such a stir. We made such a stir. We made such a stir. The music blasted as we rocked it all night. I pulled her closer and it felt so right. We held each other till the break of the light. The break of the light. The break of the light. Who is she? Who is she? This girl that has no name. Who is she? Will I see her again? Who is she? This girl that took my heart. Who is she? Who's that girl? Where is she? To the whole I see. Where is she? Was it all just a dream? Where is she? I need her here with me. Where is she? I'm going crazy trying to locate this girl. But if I have to, I will search the whole world. To have her back with me, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. The way she looked at me, it made my heart melt. A feeling surged through me that I never felt. And when I find her, I will never let go. I'll never let go. I'll never let go. Who is she? Who is she? This girl that has no name. Who is she? Will I see her again? Who is she? This girl that took my heart. Who is she? Who's that girl? Where is she? To the whole I see. Where is she? Was it all just a dream? Where is she? I need her here with me. Where is she? When I find her, I'll never let go. I'll never let go, no. I'll be hers as long as I live. My heart I will give forever, forever. This girl that has no name. Will I see her again? This girl that took my heart. Who's that girl? To fill the hole I see. Was it all just a dream? I need her here with me. Who's that girl?
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful voice. So I have a question
Yes.
for your writer.
Yes.
Who is that girl?
Actually,
Could be any girl, right?
actually, there was no specific
Girl in mind?
It's just an imaginary thing. I was going to make a snack, to tell you the truth.
Uh-oh.
So that's where I write most of my songs.
Well, you're having a snack?
Yeah, and it just came to me, actually. So that was that.
Let me say this. Soul Records initially had writers like Barry Gordy, Smokey Robinson, Norman Whitfield, Barrett Strong,
Yes.
Howlin' Dowager,
I
Howlin', Aaron Nevells, you know, they were Stevie Wonder. And, they were all writers. Soul Motown label, when Soul Records with Motown had it.
Right.
Now I got some great writers, and this is one of the greatest writers.
He really is.
I got to pay him the money for saying that later on.
Yeah, you know, Smokey, a friend of mine, but Smokey and Robinson, who's a great writer. Smokey, here he is.
There he is.
Hey, Smokey.
So, Drew, how was it hard to interpret Ricky's words? Because you are the artist, you're the writer, you're trying to portray something, and you have to bring it to life for him.
It is a process, but it's so much fun. You know, being able to work with Rick has been a privilege and a pleasure. I've been working with Rick for about 3 years now.
Okay,
You
so
know,
you guys are
and-
used to each other now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, any relationship, whether it's business, personal, I always, you know, you have
times where there might be a little bit of miscommunication, but at the same time, I would never trade a moment of working with Rick to work with anybody else.
That's really nice to hear.
Yeah, and vice versa. Someone had told me about him, and I went to check him out at this karaoke place, and I thought,
no kidding, karaoke.
Yeah, he was like
with a voice like that.
Maybe karaoke. 19 years old or whatever at the time, because we were working like he said for like 3 years.
Right.
But what happened was, I thought, I've been out of the game for a little bit. I've worked with world-renowned producers like such as Bobby Eli.
Oh, sure.
Bobby Eli and I were partners for years.
That's why you look familiar to me.
Probably.
Okay.
I've worked with people like Pooji, so forth and so on. We did a lot of writing together. I remember Bobby, myself, and Pooji up in Bobby's house in the studio. We wouldn't come up for air until 2 days.
Yeah.
Just
that happens. You get into the zone.
Exactly.
You're in the zone.
Exactly. And I owe a lot. I owe a lot. I got to be perfectly honest with you. I owe a lot to people like Bobby and Pooji and that whole Philadelphia sound. And what I'm doing now is I'm feeding him. I've been feeding him this music, and I tell you what, he's tremendous. Not only is he a tremendous singer, but he listens, and he's just very well-rounded entertainment all the way around. That's $20 you owe me now.
Yeah, I couldn't have written those compliments better myself.
But he's a very dynamic.
Well, and you're writing for his voice, his vocal range, his voice, and his style, too.
Yes,
and that,
exactly.
You find so many artists are pushing and they're doing pieces that really shouldn't be for them just because it's a popular song. I'm not going to say who, but you see that so often, and then it fails. You're setting themselves up for failure because they're not really being true to what their inner art really should be.
I have a few other artists that come, a couple signed with me. But when he called me about Dru Zak, and I came to listen to Dru Zak, one of his records that he written was the dance, the shimmy twist. So I became so interested in it. It sounds so good. Because when he first called me, I thought he was just another one of those phone calls.
I know. I'm sure you get a lot of those stuff. Let's do. We're going to go to commercial break, but right before we do that, let's do a quick wrap up on the shimmy twist. Was that featured on Jimmy Fallon?
Yes. Fortunately for us, and I wasn't even aware that it had happened. Jimmy
Neither
Fallon,
was I.
That's amazing.
And the First Lady of the United States, Ms. Michelle Obama, they did a segment called Evolution of Mom Dance Part 2. And in that series of dances, Shimmy Twist was the first featured dance of that segment.
No kidding. Well, congratulations to you guys. That's great.
Yeah,
That's really great.
It's been awesome.
And did you wrote Shimmy Twist too?
Yes.
Did you write the dance moves too?
Yes, I
go
did.
With it?
Yes, I
Are
did.
you gonna get up and demonstrate?
I'm not. I'm gonna leave that to Dru Zak over here. I got to dance from the chair now.
I think we're all gonna be dancing from the chair. Well, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the Shimmy Twist.
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial future with your free 30-day trial at Experian.co.uk.
here at Freppy's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppy's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppy's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Hi, welcome back to Morning Coffee. This is Charlene Chamberlain. I'm here with the Soul Records team, Robert, Rick, Dru Zak, and we just heard a wonderful song called Who Is She? And I want to talk a little bit about Shimmy Twist, which I think is really probably going to be the hit song from this CD. It seems like it's going to take off. How did you get the inspiration for Shimmy Twist?
To be honest with you.
Another snack?
Yeah, I have no clue. Actually, I'm a hairstylist also.
Oh, okay.
And
you must like our chairs then.
I love them. I love them. And I was sitting back. I had a little bit of downtime one day, and I'm sitting back, and something just went shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. I'm like, wow.
Ooh, like shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff?
Yeah,
Shimmy, shimmy,
and actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do shimmy,
right,
twist, slide. I was going to put all these together from one song, but then I figured, you know what, let me just break it down to the shimmy twist. And, and that's what I came up with. And don't ask me how I came up with the dance itself, because I am not a choreographer.
Oh, well, you are now.
At all.
Well, on that note, I think Dru's going to perform Shimmy Twist for us and show us how it's really done.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on the show, by the way. It's been a privilege and a pleasure.
Same here.
Thank you, Soul Records, for working with me.
You're the best.
Thank you, Star Productions.
You got it, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dru Zak, and this dance here is going to be the world famous Shimmy Twist. Hope you enjoy it. Check it. I got a brand new dance for y'all, and it goes a little something like this.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Move your hips like this, this. Slide, slide, slippity slide. Wave your hands from side to side. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth.
And bump, 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 bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump.
Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist.
Go low, go low, go low, go low. Raise up, raise up, raise up, up, up. Let's shimmy, 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 twist, twist. Move your hips like this, this. Slide, slide, slippity slide. Wave your hands from side to side. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. Let's bump, 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 bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump.
Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist.
Now freeze. Hey, 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 hey. Bump, 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 bump. Now slide, and slide, and slide, and slide. Cha cha, cha cha, cha cha, cha cha. Come on.
Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist.
Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Double time, double time. From the top, from the top, from the top, from the top. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. Move your hips like this, this. Slide, slide, slippity slide. Wave your hands from side to side. Rock back, rock forth. Rock back, rock forth. rock that, rock forward, rock that, rock forward. Bump, 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 bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump. Let that body bump, bump. Shimmy, shimmy, twist, twist. 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 Hey, man, y'all killing it. My name is Dru Zak. Thank you for Coffee Staff, for Records, Style Productions. I appreciate everybody.
Thank you, Dru Zak. That was pretty amazing. I think that's a dance craze that's going to pretty much hit most of the dance floors pretty soon if we get this video out there.
Absolutely. The video is definitely up on YouTube, so everybody can check it out.
That's great. Well, tell our viewers how they can find out more about you and Soul Records.
Well, they can go on Dru Zak, or Soul Records presents Dru Zak. They can contact me at Soul Records at 609-880-3207. 609-880-3207, Soul Records. And go to Dru Zak dash Shimmy Twist. That's on the YouTube. Right. And we have the CD or FP with the 6 songs coming out sometime in June.
And here, just can I hold this up? Can our producer get a shot of this maybe? And here's the new CD. Well, I think this is just
the DVD.
That's the Shimmy Twist video.
Oh, this is the Shimmy Twist video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you go to YouTube, you can learn how to do the Shimmy Twist.
Definitely.
I expect all of you out there to learn that by next week. Soul Records, it was great having you on, Drew, Rick.
Thank you
Robert,
very much.
thanks so much for coming on Morning Coffee this morning.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good luck with the
Really
label.
Pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Charlene.